You are now listening to the Raider D podcast, where we are now introducing a new segment called the X-Files, where we scour for hours and hours and hours in the cesspool formerly known as Twitter to find all of the most insightful commentary and memes about the Las Vegas Raiders, or should we say ex-Las Vegas Raiders. In this episode, we will be going over not only what Raiders fans think of Devonte Adams, his performance and leadership skills over there in the Jets, but also some of the Jets fans and how they have been reacting to, well, an absolute trash can fire over there with the Jets since his arrival. So let's just dig right into it. Good morning, everybody that is out there starting your day with us here at the Raider D podcast. Much love and respect to each and every single one of you. So the first one, I just wanted to point this one out because remember back when Devonte Adams was on Club Shay Shay and he said this right here.
It got in the locker room and people was thinking that it was, I was the driving force. And I'm like, y'all just don't understand, man. Like when you, and I hate to say it like this because it makes me sound like I'm trying to put myself on a pedestal, but when you're a certain level of player, you don't have to come from you. And it oftentimes is not coming from you. And I'm not the type of person that I enjoy going and putting that type of stuff out there when I'm actively on the Raiders. Right. What do I look like sitting here talking to other people about being on another team? Right. And that's how I still feel about it right now. Like I'm locked in with the Raiders and I really feel good about this team. As far as I know, they feel good about me. And if that ever.
Okay, so let's just address this right now. Let's get the elephant out of the room. This is only a month and a half before he requests a trade, maybe not even that long. I can't remember. But I remember when I was telling you guys from my insider sources that Devonte Adams, there was trade talks, there was conversations going on. I remember all of the comments saying, Raider D, you have no inside sources. What are you talking about? He was just on Club Shay Shay saying that he's locked into the Raiders. He ain't going nowhere. Yeah. How did that pan out, guys? Remember when I announced long before anybody else that the deal was done, that his bags were packed, that the ink had already dried on the contract, and he was on a red-eye plane to New York? And then, then when Ian Rappaport comes out and says it after me, now it's credible. It's not credible when Raider D says it. This is just great, man. I love it. And yes, I'm going to rub it into all of my haters who say I have no sources and I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, eat crow, because this is exactly what I was talking about. So much fun. Absolutely love it. Let's jump into another clip here. This is Jose Castro. Devonte Adams went from the Raiders to the Jets, dropping a little meme here. That is hilarious because, again, I was saying it earlier in the season. Yes, I think the Raiders were better with Devonte Adams. But at the same time, Devonte Adams was a 32-year-old wide receiver about to get paid $44.5 million next year. And that's just way too much money to be paying somebody his age, especially when his production is down. So I know we wanted to get second-round draft picks. We were even hoping for first-round draft picks. That was not reasonable. Maybe in the offseason we could have gotten a second-round draft pick. But later in the season, getting that third-round pick and just getting out of his contract and opening up $108 million worth of cap room for next year, that was brilliant in my opinion. Sayonara, so long. Look at this post here by John Frescella, I don't know how he pronounces that. Who is the most overrated player in the NFL? Sauce Gardner, Aaron Rodgers, Quinnen Williams, Devonte Adams, Hassan Reddick, Breece Hall, or DJ Reed? Yes, the 7 most overrated players in the NFL are all Jets. Boy, it's got to suck to be a Jets fan right now, boy. I tell you what. That is just a bad, like, as Raiders fans, I mean, we've got it bad right now, but at least we don't have it that bad. Because listen, They don't have a head coach. They have a bunch of old, washed-up players. They cannot get it together over there in New York, no matter what they try, no matter what they do. They have apparently a racist owner over there that does some racist stuff and then listens to his aging quarterback who can't throw a touchdown to save his life. It's just, for me, it's just funny. I love it. I think it's so great, man. The Raiders B says Devonte Adams is already talking about the standard in New York. His numbers are worse with Aaron Rodgers than they were with Gardner Minshew. The Jets have major problems. I mean, it's just, it's so funny, man. It is so funny. It's not even controversial. It's not even controversial. Jay Rest says, enjoy that cap hit, New York Jets. Enjoy those taxes, Devonte Adams. Bravo to Tom Telesco for dumping that dude and his salary. I think it was a great move by the Raiders. I know it's for content, but let's move on. He's gone, and we have way more issues. Yeah, it's for content. Listen, what else do we got to talk about right now? We're in a bye week. There's nothing to talk about. Let's just do it. Let's just have some fun. Love to see it. I hope he's enjoying New York State income taxes as well. So people are banging on him. Like, you went to the Jets. You requested to go to the Jets to go play with your boy Aaron Rodgers, and now you're going to pay an awful lot more when it comes to your taxes. Your report says Aaron Rodgers says his game-losing INT was because Mike Williams ran the wrong route, and the next morning Devonte Adams is a Jet, and Mike Williams is on his way out the door. So there's your quarterback throwing a pick. Now, here's the scumbag thing about this with Aaron Rodgers. He throws Mike Williams under the bus here, and he says, Mike Williams is down the red line, so I'm throwing a no-look to the red line. And when I peek my eyes back there, Williams is running an in-breaker. He's got to be on the red line. It's the little things every time. So you're blaming Mike Williams for running the wrong route, but you just admitted that you seen him running the wrong route and threw the ball the wrong way anyway. So you're blaming your interception, your game-losing interception, on Mike Williams, but you knew he was running the wrong route. And so this is why, like, people just are losing respect for Aaron Rodgers left, right, and center because he continues to do things like this. He got his head coach fired. How did that work out? Throwing guys under the bus. Why is Devonte Adams talking about the lack of energy on that sideline? I don't know. Maybe because they have Aaron Rodgers for a quarterback. Robert Saleh watching the Jets fire his butt and then decide to trade for Devonte Adams.
Okay.
You know what, man? I wish all the best to Robert Saleh. I think he is a good head coach. He's a defensive-minded guy. I think he just wasn't able to get it there. He had the wrong player set for his team for offense. Defense was playing well throughout his tenure, but he never was able to get a good offense rolling. So I kind of feel bad for Robert Saleh. He'll get another chance in the NFL, hopefully. Devonte Adams going from the Raiders to the Jets. He ain't doing nothing. Step back. Before, after. Nice little meme there. The Jets unveil new logo after trading for Devonte Adams. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. The Packers-Jets emblem combined together. You can't write this stuff, man. You can't make this stuff up. Hollywood couldn't make a better script for a horror movie. Aaron Rodgers wanted Devonte Adams on the Jets. He just dropped a wide open touchdown on 3rd and goal. Wow. He can't even, it's right there. It's in the bucket. Drops it wide open. There's their touchdown. Here's Devonte Adams' highlight reel with the Jets. Look at this. There's your highlight, Devonte. Thanks for watching. Woo! Devonte Adams walking off that Jets plane thinking about how he's still on a crappy team and paying income tax. I can't drink coffee and watch stuff like this. Congratulations, DA. You got what you wanted. You get to play with your boy. Devonte Adams calling his agent after the Jets fall to 3-7 and seeing Mike Williams catch a game-winning touchdown that sent the Steelers to 7-2.
Listen, we f***ed up. Yeah, listen,
I'm telling you right now, after all the little press conferences where he's digging into his teammates and everything about lack of energy, lack of effort, lack of this, lack of that, and how great he is and how, a player of his caliber needs to have this and have that and everything needs to be about Devonte Adams. I'm telling you right now, do you think that he's not already on the phone with his agent talking about next year and where he's going to be, because he's not going to be a Jet? I don't see it. The Jets are going to have to get out from underneath that contract. That was a stupid move by the Jets. Thank you, Tom Telesco, for making that happen, because it is showing. It is showing. Since Devonte Adams, hey, I'm out. I don't want my career to end like this, and I'm requesting a trade. 39 targets, 20 catches, 206 yards, 1 touchdown, 1-3 record. If he continues at this pace, his stretch on the Jets will be one of the worst. But hey, he was so happy to just pop up in Pat McAfee's show and be there with his buddy at his buddy's house, man. I mean, this is all digs at Antonio or at Devonte Adams. I get it. This isn't personal against Devonte Adams. I just think Devonte Adams makes terrible career decisions. I'm just going to be honest with it. He's not the best wide receiver in the NFL anymore. He feels like he was or that he still is. And he's got that mindset of a winner, and that's all great and everything. But, bro, you're an aging wide receiver. You're not the best anymore. You want to look at the best. Go look at some of these other studs who are 25 years old. You know what I mean? They're outworking you. They're outdoing you. And maybe all of the problems, if the problems keeps following you, if you jump ship to the Raiders and the problems follow you there, if you jump ship to the Jets and the problems follow you there, maybe the problem is you. If you are running around getting married and getting divorced, getting married and getting divorced, getting married and getting divorced, maybe you're the problem. I'm just saying. Devonte Adams talked to the team after the loss and reportedly got really honest about their lack of performance. How many drop passes does he have now? I love how it's always about, the team's lack of performance, their lack of performance. Where's his lack of performance? Devonte Adams says multiple times in a huddle today he looked around and was impressed by the players that the Jets feature on offense. It almost pisses you off even more knowing that you have those types of weapons and you come up short. Yeah. You dropped a pass in that game. It's not the weapons. Y'all remember this one. I got to get the F out of here before I lose my effing life. Every game I'm getting effed up. Well, you got the F out of here. A lot of these guys in here haven't been anywhere else where they've won and had urgency that takes to be a good team. This team being so talented, it's a waste to have a dead sideline like that. Okay, let's address this. He's criticizing his team for having a dead sideline. Okay, how many times, and I'm gonna come down to here, how many times have we seen this from Devonte Adams right here? And how many times have we seen him standing there doing that and sitting on the bench doing exactly that right there? Right there. Dead sideline, Devonte. How many times have we seen you sitting there on the sideline pouting, not talking to anybody, not doing anything? Every time you point your finger at somebody, you got 3 fingers pointing back at you every single time. Davante, stop pointing fingers, bro. Maybe you're part of the problem. Maybe fix your play. Maybe stop having a negative attitude and thinking that a player of your caliber needs all of this. No, maybe it's time for you to transition into a leader now. And a leader's not about pointing fingers. It's about uplifting people. And you're not doing that, bud. I'm just trying to give you some positive criticism because I know you watch these videos. You said so much. I don't know if you watch my videos, but I know you watch a lot of content about yourself. And that's kind of goes to show about a narcissistic person is going to watch all the content about himself, even if it's not helping him in any kind of way. But yeah, Davante, sideline character behavior. You did it in Green Bay. You did it with the Raiders. You're doing it with the Jets. Here's a classic from Hondo after the trade. You guys got to listen to this.
If he were a wide receiver, he's not a guy that's going to drop passes and then complain that he's not getting enough stats. Too soon?
Yeah, that was definitely a shot at Devonte Adams. Now, at the same time, I'm going to throw a shot back at Hondo, too, because Hondo also was one of the guys saying, oh, no, Devonte ain't going anywhere. Devontae's playing so great. Devontae's amazing. When I was saying, yeah, Devontae's gone, man. He's going to the Jets, guys. I made multiple videos about it. I wasn't saying he was going anywhere else. Like, there was all kinds of speculation. I knew where he was going. I knew it. I had the intel. Sniper Jones says, I can't speak for anyone in this fan base, only myself, but personally I'm excited that Devonte Adams is likely to get traded and what this offense looks like without him. So many distractions, tantrums out of him for this team to deal with. That's how everybody was feeling about when the trade rumors started to pop off. It's like, dude, it's time for you to go. At some point, you've got to find a calming presence that's going to figure out how to make this organization run like actual adults are in the building. That's from Raider Post. The Bleacher Report, Dame, how is everything? Dame is how everything, every Raiders fan is feeling. Adams informed the Raiders earlier today that he prefers to be traded. If the Raiders trade Tay for a damn second round pick, I'm done. Damian, sorry, man, but we didn't get a second round pick. So I guess that means you're done. But we did get out from under his horrible contract. Yeah, Devonte Adams, Tay Day. Yeah, and there he is again. Same habit, the tantrum on the sideline. Tantrum on the sideline. Things aren't going his way. And that's back when he was on Green Bay with that winning culture with his boy. Right? I mean, picture says 1,000 words, guys. I'm glad he's gone because imagine at 2-7 on the Raiders, he'd probably do this every game. There he is. Look, dead on the sideline. Dead on the sideline. I love this meme right here. Joe Douglas and the Jets preparing to finesse the Raiders for Devonte Adams. So this, I think this is from a Jets fan who made this meme. And they were so excited. They thought that they were getting the better deal here. They really thought they were getting over on the Raiders by getting Tay. L.A. Todd Telesco just laughing it up. Like, yeah. Master Marco Polo says Devonte Adams hamstring after hearing Aiden O'Connell has been named the starter for the Raiders. So this is a little bit old, but it's a good meme, right? All of a sudden the hamstring's cured up. He's good to go. But actually, this didn't pan out because he was actually doing that, waiting to be traded. And then lastly, one here, just Jake Paul and Mike Tyson getting ready to fight. Has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But I just love this.
And you're going to know it. Plain and simple.
Okay, for next week, we'll see. I think he thinks this is going to be a very easy night. It's not going to be an easy night.
Why does Mike Tyson win this fight?
Because I'm Mike Tyson.
Enough said. Enough said. I can't wait for this fight to happen. I can't wait to watch this. Jake Paul's going up against the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time in Mike Tyson. And he thinks, what? He thinks his YouTube stardom is going to save him